Welcome back. We left off last time the human, but we are not done with the human yet. Ram a human into the stone, and it turns into a hut. Or maybe the human could just turn the stone into a hut. Either way. Literally combining shouldn't be considered literally, I guess. Peace in a well-built house cannot be bought too dearly. Okay, so now... I guess let's ram the human into the metal. And he splits up into many tools. All the tools and engines on Earth are the only extensions of man's limbs and senses. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Okay. Human probably won't get hurt so much by the clay. You can still form it into many ceramics, though. I thought clay must feel happy in the good potter's hand. Janet Fitch. Let's continue. So now... Still with the human. Burned alive. Or... Yes, burned alive. He would make a lovely corpse. So after the human does all that, he could probably use a drink. Become an alcoholic, of course. An alcoholic is someone who you do not like who drinks as much as you do. Okay, so what should I do now? Well, I guess we're done with the human for now. How about the wizard? Wizard already has some energy, but let's give him more. Demigod. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Not Doodle God's type of god, though, I bet. So let's combine the demigod with something, I guess. Earth, stone, glass. And demigod probably isn't that flexible. Not with Earth, I guess. Not really a drinker either. Can't turn the water into anything. Something that Doodle God lacks, I guess. There is something he lacks. But he can still create the Philosopher's Stone. Content is the Philosopher's Stone that turns all it touches into gold. Okay. Well, that's enough of the humans. Now let's focus on the animals. Let's potentially get arrested here. Although this one's a beast, so... I could say I was trying to defend myself. Although this is probably not excusable. Turning the beast into a werewolf. Where does a werewolf sit in the theater? Anywhere he wants to. So, now, another thing. Maybe the domestic animal with the grass. An obvious one. So, we've already created milk. The domestic animal is fertilizer. Adversity's sweet milk philosophy. That's to do with the milk. Hey, you wouldn't want to eat a glass of fertilizer. That would not be. Well, now, already created some tools. Try to do something better with the planet. Or more constructive. At the same time, less, I guess. So we created a field. Plow deep while sluggards sleep. Okay. So even more with the tools now. Let's go ahead with the metal and create a weapon. Again, potentially destructive and also possibly constructive to some. He who lives by the sword dies by the sword. Okay, so more the tools. Let's go ahead and chop down a tree and make it into wood. You are not wood, you are not stones, but men. Might as well be stones at some point, though. So tools and wool. Create fabric out of that. It beats picking cotton and wood, or sorry, tools one more time. But I'm combining it with wood. Don't reinvent the wheel, just realign it. Don't need to reinvent it, you can rebuild it though, at least. So now, wood, and wood, and wood, and... forgot already. Tools and wood. Create the cart. The wooden cart. Don't put the cart before the horse either. Okay. So now, wood and blood. Nah, can't really absorb the blood, can it? Probably take a long time. We create coal. A diamond is a chunk of coal that made good under pressure. Yep. Now, where to now? I guess the wood again and just float it in the water. Make it turn into a boat somehow, thanks to all that rot. Do not seek storms. They will find you. Okay. So now... to that boat, we might as well add even more wood. Make it into a ship. Mare's tails and mackerel's scales make tall ships take in their sails. Don't know if it was intended to be a tongue-twisting proverb, but pretty close. The field and the seeds. With that, grow some wheat. He that will have a cake out of wheat must tarry the grinding. Shakespeare again. Of course, human must be able to do something with fabric. Couldn't possibly make it into clothes, though. Clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence in society. Clothes make the human into the man. So, Mark Twain. Well, yeah. Once more with the fabric. Somehow, with the ship, create the frigate. Every ship is a romantic object, except that we sail in. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Now, as for that boiler, yes, we can do something with that. Put the coal into it. A steam engine. If a person lacks problems, he will invent them. Of course. And now that steam engine, combine it with the cart for a locomotive. Once I built a railroad, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Well, I don't know if I can. So, steam engine with the boat. How about the ship then? The steamship. A ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what ships are for. Well, now. I guess let's go into this. The human probably likes the weapon. Becomes a hunter. There is a passion for hunting, something deeply implanted in the human breast. Now, that hunter wants more weapons. Become a warrior. And the stern joy which warriors feel in foemen worthy of their steel. That warrior also wants more weapons. But that won't work. Well, the tools, though. Guess it's time to be cruel, I guess. Hey. I guess not. Except for the snake. Create poison. A man's venom poisons himself more than his victim. Hey. So now, create coal and water, and make oil out of that. Okay. Scientists say they have developed a car that can run on water. The only catch is the water has to come from the Gulf of Mexico. Uh-huh. And now, oil. If we put it into the cart. A car. Here we go. Modern man drives a mortgaged car over a bond-financed highway on credit card gas. How low can you get?
Doodle God stepped back to review all that was created, and he noticed the infinite void all around. The void could also be a good element for creation. And likewise, Doodle God proclaimed death. I'd better add it to my list right now.
Alright, better add it to my list right now. Well, anyway, we now get void, a brand new element. Nature abhors a vacuum. And we will toy with the void next time, although it will have consequences, I bet, if we toy with it.